Do you guys remember the My Hero Academia game I talked about a while back? My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero. A semi-open world RPG featuring our favorite My Hero Academia characters with a variety of mission types and possibly even PvP. Well, there is new gameplay of said game. It's out there in the wild and I wanted to talk about it. There isn't a whole lot of new information coming from this, although we do get gameplay of Tokoyami for the first time, which we will get into. I will mention all of this information is coming from Sterix on Twitter. Sadly, a lot of this information is just reaffirming and confirming a lot of what we were already assuming about the game. Based on what I can tell, the quote-unquote open world is just used as a type of hub where you can pick up missions, and then when you go on those missions, you're in a completely different environment, beating up on enemies and securing different objectives. In previous videos, I've speculated that this bar at the bottom of the screen would be some type of awakening meter, and it turns out that that is the case for Deku, and it might even be the case for a couple other characters, but it's not the case for everybody. So it looks like that will be unique for each character, which is kind of similar to what I said in my previous video, where I said that these would act as some type of passive ability that would be unique for each character. So it turns out that that's kind of true, but it's not necessarily passive. Some characters you'll have to activate it, some characters you'll have to do something specific, but it is a type of character trait, which is good to see because it adds a lot of diversity for each of the cast members if they have something very unique to them. The block button has still not appeared on any UI element at all, outside of this set of screenshots from the UA Sports Festival, which leads me to believe that the UA Sports Festival and the block button are specifically PvP features, and that's also true for the stamina bar and this extra punch button, which I believe will be a guard break mechanic. Finally, we can talk about Tokoyami and his gameplay. I went into Tokoyami's gameplay hoping to see exclusively Dark Shadow. That's something I did not like about Once Justice. Tokoyami himself does quite a bit of kicks. He's very involved in the combat, which doesn't really make sense for the type of character that he is, so I was hoping to see exclusively Dark Shadow in Tokoyami's gameplay. And as far as I can tell, he does entirely fight with Dark Shadow, so I am very happy about that. Let's go over each of his abilities. Keep in mind I have to interpret this from the footage, and it's possible I'm entirely wrong on the actual effect of any of these abilities, but this is just based on what I can tell from the footage. His W appears to launch himself towards an enemy, leaving behind this circle, which I think slows down enemies. His Q summons Dark Shadow in a very dramatic fashion while dealing damage. Very awesome looking move. His E is a lot of aggressive strikes that end with an AoE explosion. Awesome stuff here from all of his abilities. He seems like a very crowd control heavy character. He's going to be dealing lots of damage in a large space. Very fun character, it looks like. His ultimate attack, or plus ultra, is incredible. I think this is much better than his Once Justice ultimate attack because it's much more fitting to the character. Very, very cool. He even strikes a little bit of a pose at the end, which I thought was pretty cute. This video isn't about Deku or Bakugo, but I've thought I'd just show you their ultimate attacks or their plus ultras regardless, because we got them from all of the footage that was recently revealed, so they'll be playing in the background as we end off this video. Regardless of how you feel about mobile games, you have to be at least a little bit curious about this one. It's looking more and more like a My Hero Academia version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but with PvP, and it's free. If that doesn't sell you on this game, I don't know what will. This game looks fantastic. That being said, what we know of the monetization system isn't particularly good. In fact, I would argue it's very bad. It seems to be the fragment system, which is very popular in China. I am not looking forward to that part of the game because it's going to make unlocking characters very difficult, but everything else about this game seems really awesome. Practically the only thing that can hold back this game at this point would have to be a really, really scummy microtransaction system, and I hope we don't go in that direction. And while I recognize it's pretty likely that they end up going in that direction just because it is a mobile game and it is being developed in China, I think? Yeah, it's being developed in China. And Chinese developers aren't exactly known for their very fair microtransaction systems. So obviously I'm worried about that. But once you get past that, this game looks freaking awesome. I never knew how much I wanted a Marvel Ultimate Alliance style My Hero Academia game, but I'm all on board with it right now. Let me know what you think of My Hero Academia's Strongest Hero and the recent reveal of Tokoyami as a playable character. It's still in closed beta phases, so there's no way of obtaining the game right now. You can't get it in Japan, you can't get it in China, you can't get it anywhere. But let me know if you're excited to try out the game once it is available. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new around here, I'd appreciate you subscribing. I try to keep you informed as much as possible when it comes to any anime gaming content. If you could leave a like on the video, I'd much appreciate it. It does help other people find it. My name has been Bilbzy, and I'll see you in the next video.